I love this porn. Oh, hey, what's going on, guys? Beastly Gamer here. Welcome to the channel. Today's video is about this little beauty here, the PlayStation VR headset. Sony's VR headset is pretty incredible. If you've never tried it, I would say definitely go someplace to try it. Go to a Best Buy or go to one of your friends' houses who actually owns one. It really is a special little piece of kit. Apparently there is a VR war going on right now that I'm not privy to because I'm poor. I'm only able to own one of these things. My PC isn't powerful enough for VR. It's only got a GTX 960M in it, so that's like prehistoric now. And I don't have the money for the Oculus Rift or the Htc Vive like some of my rich friends. Wink wink, Briar and Gary Diaz. But apparently the PlayStation VR headset is doing a lot better in this competition or this war than a lot of people might even consider. I know there's a PC elitist mindset, but when it comes to virtual reality, the PC elite is going to take a back seatist to the PlayStation VR headset, because this little headset is completely dominating the competition. There's really no competition there when it comes to the sales of the PlayStation VR headset compared to its more expensive offerings. I'll drop a link in the description for you. PlayStation VR sales outpace HTC Vive and Oculus Rift by a wide margin. My goodness, I'll show you guys an image of this. VR in general isn't the darling many in the tech community had hoped for, but that shouldn't be surprising seeing how the tech still needs refinement. On top of that, content, though there is a steady supply, still isn't what it should be in order to attract consumers in much larger quantities toward the new medium. Totally agree. Still, between the three major players in VR, Sony is by far doing the best, as you can see from the above chart. So this is from GameIndustry.biz. Sony has been more vocal about PSVR being about VR, not games. They are working with companies for commercial applications, even though it is not the obvious first choice. But even the PlayStation is part of a larger effort to bring an entertainment ecosystem into the home, not just gaming experiences. They are going to the same route with PSVR, end quote. In general, and perhaps ironically, despite the fact that this is an industry darling, it's Oculus who's doing the worst, even with a price cut. So Oculus recently got a price cut, and I'm going to continue with the quote. Quote, "It's also worth noting that even with the price cut for the Oculus in late February, the Rift could not outsell HTC Vive in Q1. The Vive sold 95,000 compared to the 64,000 for the Rift. For the full year, SuperData anticipates Vive to outsell Rift 553,000 units versus 346,000 units. Lamaze attributes the success in part to HTC's open approach to the marketplace," end quote. So as you guys can see in this graph, just Q1 2017, the PS4's PSVR unit has sold 375,000 units compared to the Vive at 95,000 units and the Oculus Rift at 65,000 units. PS4 and the PlayStation VR headset are destroying the competition. And I was one of the guys who theorized this, and it's just simple numbers. It's not that, you know, the Oculus Rift or the HTC Vive is not better. It's just that the PS4 has such a huge install base that the numbers, it's just a numbers game at this point. They got 60 million sold through. What do you think is going to happen? Everybody's going to buy this thing. Now, at the price point all these products currently exist in, it's not about the price but the experience. Once we get into more mass market adoption, yes, price will be a factor, but in these days of early adopters, they'll pay the price if what they're getting from it is something they haven't seen before. Compared to the pack, PlayStation VR is currently offering enough unique experiences like Resident Evil that help to set it apart, on top of easy integration, which is mostly plug and play, which is so true. I mean, the VR headset is so easy to use. You just plug this into the breakout box, these two cords here. One's HDMI, the other one is transferring the signal from the actual VR unit, and it's just as easy as pie. I love it. Well, what does this mean? It means that the Oculus Rift and the HTC Vive, as powerful as they may be, pale in comparison to the consumer-friendly and ease of access of the PlayStation VR. PSVR has a huge install base of over 60 million users now. They've already hit 375,000 units sold in the first quarter of 2017. So my guess would be that they're probably going to end up somewhere around the 1.5 to 2 million mark by the end of the year, with possible price cuts and revisions in the hardware as well as holiday sales. You guys let me know what you think in the comments below. do you have a PSVR? If you do, what's your favorite game on the virtual reality headset? I've got tons of games on it, and I'm really anxious to get into some games with some of my friends, but unfortunately the guys from Beastly Thoughts keep ditching me. We're supposed to be playing Werewolves Within, but everybody's too busy. They never want to hang out with me. If you guys like the video, please give a thumbs up, show support for my channel, join the Facebook group, follow me on Twitter, and if you'd like to take your support even further, please consider becoming a patron. Link in the description. I'm the Beastly Gamer, and I'll see you guys next time.
Alright. Rascal! Love you, baby. Don't take me to jail, please.